Hello everyone, I'm Kat. Today's reading is his current thoughts. It can be her current thoughts as well. So it's their current thoughts, okay? So I can tell you, having done thousands of intuitive energy readings over the years, working with the guides, angels, ascended masters and other benevolent helpers, that they have such a lot of great guidance and love to offer you, and so I look forward to bringing through these messages for you today. Of course, you do not need me. You can get all this information yourself, but I am absolutely blessed and honoured to bring this message through for you today. So now let's find out what the guides have to tell you today. So if you do enjoy the reading, please like it, and of course be sure to subscribe to the channel if you would like to be notified of future messages. If you would like to choose your group, please pause the reading now. If not, let's get going. Right, number ones. His current thoughts. We've got the Lovers, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Sun. Yeah, okay, he's got some challenge going on. So his current thoughts are certainly, you know, the great news is, let's start from the positive. The great news is that he's moving towards a time where, with the Sun, this is kind of like a story really. He's moving towards a time where he will feel more abundant, feel more capable of creating a new situation. He's moving towards the light, but there are some things that have got to happen between now and then. So for sure there's some challenge going on at the minute. With the Lovers in the first position here, this is telling me that, okay, this can be a strong indicator that there is love here, or there is affection here, emotional connection. So, you know, it can be literally what it says on the tin, you know, the Lovers. So his current thoughts are, you know, obviously we're talking about his current thoughts regarding you. So we can say here that, you know, there's some sort of emotion, some emotional connection between you and him here. But also the Lovers indicates that there is a sense of being at a choice point, him having to make a decision, to think about how to move forward. The Lovers and the choice is all about being authentic, stripping away all the stuff that is not honest and truly who you are, and about looking at how to move forwards from that point of view. So it is kind of like he's at a choice point in his life, you know. I certainly think that it's possible with this Ten of Swords here that there's been a recent ending or a disappointment, an inevitable one, you know. So this could be an old relationship or a work situation. It could be many things, but he's got this on his mind. So he's at a kind of choice point, but he's got this old pain and disappointment on his mind. He's also feeling challenged with the Seven of Wands. So this is feeling like you've got all these people and their opinions and their ideas coming at you, or certainly kind of, you know, even if they're not literally coming at you, you feel like you're up against it. There's this sense that you're kind of out there on your own. You're having to kind of defend yourself, or, you know, do something that perhaps, you know, and this is him, by the way. When I'm saying you, I'm saying, you know, the person in this situation. So he's kind of feeling like he has to do what he knows is right, even though it might be not what people would want him to do or would advise him to do. So this is kind of looks like a painful ending where maybe people don't agree with him, or maybe it's causing some friction. But he's having to follow his heart and do what he knows is right. But Eight of Swords, he feels like this is causing him angst, sadness, fear, worry. You know, it's causing him mental torment, if you like. He's overthinking the situation, he's worried about the situation, you know. So he's really going through something here. But once he can allow this ending to end and not resist it, and kind of push through those obstacles of those people or situations that he feels are kind of conflicting with what he wants to do, and he can get past that and kind of overcome his own fears, which I do think he can do, even though that sounds like a tall order, all of that. I think he will do it, because the suggestion with the Lovers here is that he has made a choice, and it does look like that's the way he's moving towards the light, towards the sun, towards new beginnings, new opportunity, joy and happiness, and a sense of abundance. So his current thoughts are pretty heavy. He's got a lot on his mind, but I do think that he's moving towards the light and towards a better time. Thank you, number ones. I'll see you tomorrow or on a private reading. In the meantime, oops. Hello, number twos. So we've got the Six of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Chariot, the Queen of Wands, and the Star. So his current thoughts. Okay, well, there's definitely a sense of balance. There's a sense of abundance. There's a sense of possibility. If you're waiting for him to get back in communication or come back towards you with the Six of Cups, that can definitely indicate that that's possible. I'm not saying it's guaranteed or that it will happen for everyone, but this is the classic The Lover Returns card. What I want to mention with the Queen of Wands is I see this as kind of the divine feminine of the minor arcana. So I would definitely say there's like a bold, creative, powerful feminine energy here with this Queen of Wands. I think this could be you, and particularly if you are a female. So this could be the way they see you. So they could see you as their, I would say, this isn't the meaning of the card. And the reason I'm just prefacing here is so that you don't think, well, that sounds a little bit odd. The point I want to make here is that I think this is showing us as a symbol that you are his ideal person, that he sees you as this queen, as this powerful, self-actualized, focused, feminine energy, this kind of bold and powerful character. I do think that he sees you in this way. So he sees you really positively. There's a real sense of balance around him at the moment. With the Six of Wands, this is a sense of victory. So if he has been going through anything or busy at work or doing other things or whatever, the sense here is that there's kind of, he'll kind of balance out for a while now, because he's kind of had a bit of a victory. Even if it's only a mini one, there's a sense that he's kind of achieved something and he feels really pleased with himself. So if he has been, you know, like I say, busy at work or dealing with other things, perhaps now things will even out, hence the return. I mean, the Chariot says that he is taking action, he's moving towards you, because this is his current thoughts about you and the situation, basically. So the Chariot suggests that even though there may be some external obstacles, he has got his focus on you. He is feeling fixed, focused, determined. He is putting his kind of effort into moving towards you, even though there may be obstacles. The good news is that if you're waiting for some sort of opportunity or some sort of new chance to kind of either rekindle something or have a bit of romance, it depends on where you are in your relationship. The Star says there is a coming opportunity. It's kind of, this tracks somewhat as a past to future. I mean, sometimes it's different for everyone, but on the whole, this is kind of where we are now or the recent past, and it moves along. It's like a story. So it does feel to me like with the Star in this last position that it's very, very likely that in the future you're going to have some sort of opportunity, some sort of chance to move forward, things will improve. You know, it's I think that whatever's preceded this time, I think there was probably some sort of difficulty or busy time. Something was taking up his time and energy. And I think that there's been a space cleared now and there's more opportunity. coming. So there is hope in this situation of things moving forwards. So wherever you're at, this, because of course all we're asking is what are his current thoughts. So some of you are asking about, most of you are asking romantically, but a couple aren't. But the majority of you are asking romantically, but in many different situations. So some of you, this is a crush, some of you, this is a partner that you're already even living with. So, you know, it's going to be different for each of you, but whatever you're hoping for, there is hope. But there, you know, there are some, and he does see you really well. He sees you as powerful and he respects you and he is attracted to you. He sees you as very inspiring and inspirational, and he feels inspired by you, and you know, he feels like he's very drawn to you and he's taking action towards you. Now things have stabilized and calmed down. So yeah, loads of love, number twos. I will see you tomorrow or on a private reading. Hello, number threes. Here we go, 3 of coins. So what does, his current thoughts. I was going to say, what does he think about you? Same sort of thing. So, his current thoughts. 3 of coins, 4 of coins. Interesting. 5 of wands. The devil and the fool. Okay. So, yeah, he's getting somewhere, but deep down there's some struggle. There's some struggle with fear, attachment, very lightly attachment to what other people think, and dealing with other people's ideas about what's going on, either literally or just the thought of what they think, if that makes sense. Yeah, so there's definitely some challenge going on here. I mean, he's getting somewhere, but you know, the 3 of coins and the fool, it's kind of early days. You know, it's still his thoughts towards you. You know, he's got somewhere. The 3 of coins is like that after the planning, you know, this sort of initial thought, the initial inspiration, the planning. It's kind of that first marker where there's there's a sign that something could be happening. There's a sign that something looks good, that there's potential, that things could go the distance. You know, it's like that first marker. I do feel this here. The problem we've got here is that he's fearful, you know. The 4 of coins, basically with the 4 of coins, it's a bit of a funny card, the 4 of coins, because we're basically in a good position. There's stability there. Things are, you know, you've got enough. You know, the 4s are stable. But the thing with the 4 of coins is it's like there's some kind of fear and a scarcity, a lack mindset, a scarcity mindset around the 4 of coins. So because of a fear of like investing, this can make some people be really like rash, and it can make some people overly clingy. So it depends on what he's like. But the point is that, like, yeah, he's showing good progress, but he's kind of afraid to invest. This looks very likely because of this over attachment. The devil is also all about kind of being attached to your ego, so your personality. This can also be about being trapped in a situation. The point is, you are essentially, if you have a strong devil energy, you are a bit of a slave to your thoughts and emotions. You know, you follow every thought and emotion, or a lot of them. You don't have that, you're not listening to the still quiet voice inside. You're not being guided, or you're not fully guided or largely guided by your inner voice. You kind of follow your personality, and you believe that you are 100% your personality if you're totally identified with the devil energy, the ego energy. So there's a sense here of, you know, I feel like there's a issue about not wanting to kind of, like I say, not wanting to feel like people disapprove. The 5 of wands is like conflicting opinions, conflicting ideas, and like the aggravation and the disagreements and the irritations and conflicts that come with situations and people that kind of butt up against what you're wanting to do. It kind of causes conflict to your plans. And I think that this, you know, it nearly always is other people's opinions, and the devil suggests that there's a kind of an attachment to that, you know, so it's causing a bit of a problem. So there are some issues with kind of being able to set himself free and just be who he wants to be and do what he wants to do. But in the future, it does look like it might happen with the Fool. I think if he follows his gut, if he follows his intuition, if he listens to how things are unfolding, you know, he will have a chance for a new start. They're saying not all of them will get here. It's on offer, but not all of them will take it. Of course, they have free will. But the Fool does suggest that, you know, there is a chance for a new beginning, to take a leap of faith, to you know, to go into the unknown, to leave the past behind, to leave this attachment behind and move on. You know, also they're saying for you guys, there could be a bit of a surprise here. It might be a kind of a little bit of something, you know, it might suddenly might change. You know, if he is very caught up in some issue with other people, situations, you know, there's something that's catching him up here and stopping him from being able to move forwards with you. But to some extent, like I said at the beginning, because of this Three of Coins, he is growing, he is learning. Some of them, some of you, that, you know, your person, some of your people, it's just that they are still learning and they'll get there. You know, so it's really about looking at your current person's situation and kind of assessing from that point of view. And of course, listen to your intuition. Ask your angels, ask your guides to come in and give you hints, tips and pointers. Guys, I love you loads. I'll see you tomorrow or on a private reading. See you soon. Hello, Fours. Here we go. Oh, we can't see the rose quartz. Can't be doing with that. Best move her down. Right, so you have got the 10 of Coins, the Hanged Man reversed, the 2 of Coins, okay, that figures with the Hanged Man reversed, the Hermit, and the 7 of Coins. Yeah, this is interesting. Let me move these across. I need to learn where my camera is. I'm looking down at the cards and I look up and it's all squiffy. Okay, so his current thoughts are kind of unusual because you're gonna understand this because obviously you know your specific situation. But it's weird from my point of view looking at it because he has this amazing wealth, this amazing abundance, this amazing opportunity. But he's kind of, he's not fully taking it. He's not seeing it. They're saying the 2 of Coins. There could be somebody else involved. This could be the juggling you and somebody else. There could be, if you don't know there's somebody else involved, I don't see cheating or anything that's, you know, underhand going on here. But I think a lot of you know that you're in a relationship with someone who has somebody else, or, you know, you're not in a committed situation, so, you know, you're cool with the fact that they may be seeing somebody else. But, you know, regarding you, there's all this abundance. The 10 of Coins is wealth. It's like feeling abundant and a happy situation where you feel content, where you feel like your needs are met, like you have everything you need. So let's start as, you know, let's start quite clearly. There isn't a problem. His thoughts are that you give him everything, you know, that you are abundant, that you give him what he needs, you know, so there's no issue here about what you're offering. But the Hanged Man reverse does suggest, like, for some of them, they are kind of, they seem to be, have been stuck forever. There's like, almost like a pause on the pause, you know, because obviously all things go through the natural ebb and flow, and the Hanged Man is not bad in that, you know, this pause in action where, you know, there's an opportunity to see things differently, take a break, go a slightly different direction, wait for a better opportunity, you know, that's all fine. But when it's reversed, it's like, for some of them, it's like there's this pause that's been going on forever. This Hanged Man reversed means a couple of different things for a couple of different people. So there's definitely some issue, let's say, around the Hanged Man, this sense of not being able to move forwards. He feels unable to move forwards. For some of you, you can be pleased to know that the Hanged Man reverse can suggest that where you've had this prolonged period, if you've had a ridiculously long period where he hasn't taken any action, the Hanged Man reverse suggests that he's having some sort of realization that will allow him to kind of take it off pause. So you'll see some action soon. You know, you'll see him start communicating again or taking action again. But for some of you, the truth of the matter is there's all this abundance, but this could be a completely different situation, because the Two of Coins is feeling overwhelmed. It's this sense of rushing about, too much going on, it's all too much. The Hanged Man reverse is a need to press pause for most of them. There's all this wealth, there's all this abundance, and it's too much for some of them. So if you have found that you've been with someone and it's all been really amazing and then they've seemed to have backed off, then this could be why. At the core of it all, the problem, if there is a problem, or the issue that needs to be tinkered with, if it's just a minor issue, is this Two of Coins at the core. At the centre of it all, there's Two of Coins. It's this sense of feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, too much going on, too overwhelming, too full on, whatever it is. It's not that you are, it's just that he feels overwhelmed, okay? So there's a need for him to press pause. He may do that. It's nothing to do with you though, because you are showing up that he feels really wealthy in the situation. He feels like it's a really great situation for him. But the Hermit does suggest that he is withdrawing, he's backing off, he's going into himself. Don't worry if this is happening, because, or if he's still silent, because there's a need for him to reconnect with himself or to find himself. Now, I know some of you will comment, understandably, well, you know, he's been trying to find himself forever. What's going on? Unfortunately, people have free will. And, you know, some people withdraw into themselves and they stay that way forever. Some people stay like that way for a day, you know, because we're human beings and we're mysterious creatures, you know, and we all have our own path to, you know, to follow. So, but the point is, he is stepping back. I mean, the Seven of Coins kind of says that after this Hermit energy of stepping back, of going into himself, the Seven of Coins says he's going to kind of reflect. He's going to be thinking about where to go next. What does he want to do? Is he going to, you know, based on what's happened so far, he's thinking, and I feel like this is, I'm just stuttering a bit here because I'm listening, sorry. Yeah, I think this is already happening. He's overwhelmed. He's got all this opportunity with you, but he's just not sure what to do with it. Do I go forwards? Do I not? What do I do? What do I put down? I think for some of them, they're juggling you and somebody else. You know, I think he's going to have a really good think about it in the near future with this Seven of Coins and make his mind up about which way he's going to go. He's really trying to work out what's best for him. And it's good to see the Hermit, because what this is telling me is his current thoughts are that he is listening to his inner self. And this is great. So if you know that he is very good at listening to his inner self, and that you know that you guys have this strong connection, it's very likely that he'll make the decision to move towards you. It really depends on how the relationship has been so far. If it's been very tumultuous, very difficult, very painful, or, you know, very changeable, the Seven of Coins would suggest that he'll look back and think, you know, that was a lot of effort and maybe it's not right for me. If it's been really great so far and he's just got overwhelmed by the situation, or he's maybe had somebody else to deal with as well, the chances are he'll recognise how good it is and how worthwhile it is, and he'll move towards you. So it really depends on your individual circumstances. Guys, have an amazing day. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified of future messages. Guys, have a beautiful week, a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow, or on a private reading in the meantime. See you guys.